finally met my match. You know, we were on a lucky streak. We're on a lucky streak with the 3.0s. But this one, this old girl right here, this thing's locked up tight. Now see, I have this tool here on the back. Use that to spin the engine over, but it goes into a rubber coupler, so not really that efficient. When I bought this tool here, you put a big ratchet on there or a breaker bar and spin the crank. Thing won't budge. You know what has to happen? The head's got to come off. Plus it needs a new valve cover. So yeah, I guess we'll do a time lapse. I'll go over it with you real quick of what I'm going to be taking off. Manifold's coming off. You gotta take the fuel line off, get the manifold off. This hose here, that hose there. Valve cover has to come off. And then we'll do the head bolts and get everything away from the head that needs to be. And yeah, blow all this crap out of here and get the head off. So I'll put you guys up in a time lapse and we'll see what we can find under door number 1. Yeah, that's a crack. Not much hope for this engine, unfortunately. But I have fixed these before in the past, but we don't know if it pushed in and out or just out. Got some water in this cylinder. This thing is in pretty rough shape, but we're still gonna get the head off and see, and just see if we can get turned over. Doesn't look too bad. We got one cylinder that looks a little rough, which is this one right here. Let's soak it down. We'll tap it with a 2x4. See if we get things to rotate. Yeah, right there. There it goes. I'm sure she'll come around. And since I have zero hope for this motor, I think what we're going to do is put the head back on, see if we can get the starter to work, and see if we can get the fire up, you know? No new head gaskets. I'm just going to lightly adjust the rockers and just slap it back together, because this crack, who knows? Who freaking knows? All right, let's maybe get some of this wood out of here. Probably not. You know, I'm just gonna throw the head back on and maybe see if we can get it to run. You know, what the hell? At this point, it's a parts engine. And I knew that as soon as I pulled that manifold off and seen that crack. Because what happens is they either push in or they leak water into the cylinder, or they just push out. So let's find out which way it did it. Okay? I'll probably just come back with you guys when I got it all back together. How about that? I could. I'll put a time lapse of me putting this back together. Okay. I had to beat on the starter like a redheaded stepchild, but check it out. Well, needs a little more beating. Spins over, see if we got spark. Probably not, points need clean. Okay, I'll clean the points now and dump some gas down the carburetor, and we'll see what happens. Oh, buddy, you don't know what you're in for. Now, I have to make it clear, if this thing mixes oil and water, we're blowing it up. I'm talking straight to the moon, rods coming out, doesn't matter. If it doesn't mix water, I'm going to tear it back apart, put a head gasket in it, clean all that crack up, weld that. And I've sold them before with, you know, fixed cracks, but I have to let them know that, hey, this was cracked, I fixed it, it's a good running engine. But we'll see. Let's get these points cleaned and go from there. All right, let's see if it'll sing for us. I don't think that was enough, but we'll see what it does. That belt's rubbing on the fork. It'll probably fall off the fork. Whoa! I think I had the spark plug wire backwards. You'll have that. Messing with a dummy like me. Again? Need a little more gasoline. Get some in the bowl. Well, it's definitely flooded now. See if it'll start. Sounds like we have a little bit of a manifold leak. I don't know why. Definitely down on a cylinder. I put the gasket back in there and just, you know, torqued it down. I wonder if it'll pick up any fuel. Found it. A lot of blow by. And the fuel pump is not picking up any fuel. Imagine that. It's going somewhere. Let's see if it sucks this down. It is sucking it down. Ground smoking again. It's like a beer bong for a Mercruiser. Let's give it some choke. You know, a little bit of throttle. You know, if that carburetor's gonna do anything. Do we have any pumper action? We do, we got squirters. What? This thing might run. I'm gonna put this, well, let's just see what happens. Let's suck down some of this gas first. Play with the throttle. Man, we are on a severe lean, aren't we? That's fine. It doesn't care. All right. We've got squirter. Well, shortly. We'll see. See if the starter works again. Well, or do we just break some teeth off of the flywheel? Let's see. Give this a little spin. Are you happy there? Nope. Give it a little more spin. Can't. I don't know on this one. Is it worth saving? Probably not. Manifold's good. It's got a little few odds and ends stuff on it, coil and water pump, stuff like that. But maybe the head is good. I'm not sure. Without actually taking it to the machine shop, having them go through it and check for cracks and everything like that. As soon as I pulled that manifold off there, I kind of knew that you got a 50-50 chance if it's gonna be right. I mean, it's not right because it'll leak water out the side of the block, but I can fix that. I have in the past. You know, if I'm actually trying to sell this thing, I would order a new head gasket, clean everything up. Obviously, that went downhill very quickly. But hey, we did hear it run. That's incredible. This thing was locked up. Of course, you know, we had to do it the old rough cut way. You know, just beat the hell out of the cylinders, lube them up, leave the wood in there, put the head back on. And hey, we got it running. I am curious what we should do while we can't now. I was gonna say, I'm curious what the compression is, if it's any good, but we can't find that out unless I put a new starter on it, and I'm not doing that. I've got used starters over there, but those are on other engines that have more potential than this one does. So yeah, I think this one one's done. It's at the end of the road. You can see the blow by coming out of the valve cover, which, I mean, we figured that, I mean, it's probably gonna have a little bit of blow by, let's be honest. But hey, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was kind of a silly video. I kind of knew this one was already, you know, on the way out, just by how stuck it was. And yeah, the seller did tell me that this thing was in a heated, climate controlled garage, and yeah, it was covered up. You know, never sat outside. Yeah, turns out that was a lie. Okay, this thing sat outside for years. I mean, have you seen the carburetor? It is a gas station bathroom. I'm surprised it even is holding fuel. I don't think it's acting quite right though, obviously, because the, I mean, you'd give it a little bit of squirt. The squirters did work. That's really surprising. And the fuel pump worked, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, subscribe if you want more content like this. I do have a big block over there I'm waiting on parts for, so we will get that wrapped up. I got the video edited up to where I'm waiting on parts now, so that will be hopefully coming out soon. I had to order a valve, an exhaust valve for that. So that was a saltwater engine, came from Florida, got it shipped up here, and see if we can get it running again. I mean, it did run. It just, the exhaust valve wasn't working on one cylinder. So you'll see all about that and when I post that video. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one.